like to welcome everyone here today. It's been a great turnout. We are enjoying the crowd and the sunshine, so we really appreciate you showing up today. My name's Connie Kroll, and I am the president of the Board of Trustees, along with some other individuals that represent you as a member. We're part of that board. So I'd like to call the 85th annual membership meeting to order. I'd like to welcome everyone. After a virtual meeting in 2020 and a drive-in meeting in 2021, we're delighted to finally meet all of you in person again. I would now like to introduce Pastor Dan Messenger of Heritage Bible Church for the invocation.
Thank you so much. As she said, my name is Dan Messenger. I'm the pastor of Heritage Bible Church right here in West Richland. And I just want to invite anyone who's looking for a church Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. at the Mayfield Event Center. We'd love to have you. But would you all bow your heads with me as we open up this meeting? Heavenly Father, we dedicate this meeting to you and ask for your help and for your wisdom. Your word tells us in Psalm 127, unless the Lord builds the house, they labor in vain who build it. And so we ask that you would be at the center of what we do, at home, at work, in the community, and in this meeting. We ask for your blessings upon this co-op and upon the decisions and plans that are made for the future. Be with the trustees, the leadership, the administration of Benton REA, and we ask all of these things in the wonderful name of Jesus. Amen. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you. Please rise as the Columbia River Young Marines will conduct the posting of the colors. Can you all please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Thank you. I would now like to take a moment of silence for past trustees, employees, members, and those in the armed forces that have passed on during this last year. As I mentioned earlier, we conducted a unique drive-in annual meeting last year. Please direct your attention to the video screen as we now play a video recap of our drive-in 84th annual meeting. Everyone to Benton REA's first ever drive-in annual meeting. This is just an amazing turnout. Thank you so much.
We have several door prize drawings. I'll select one of the winners and then announce the member name. So if you are a winner, honk your horn, we'll identify you and then by hand bring the prize out to you.
Motion to adjourn the meeting. All in favor, please honk now. The 84th annual meeting is adjourned. Benton REA employees will now direct vehicles to exit the facility. Please be careful. That makes me smile. We have an amazing staff that puts on this annual meeting, and that was the most unique annual meeting I've ever participated in, and they worked hard to make sure it went smoothly. I can't say enough about how hard Benton REA staff works, but that's a little off the script. So I'm going to go back on script because I don't want to lead you down a path of being here all night long. So I wanted to make a note that this is the last call to turn in your ballots for the trustee elections. Any remaining ballots must be turned in at this time. They get turned into Missy, who is at the other end or the front of the gymnasium. Also, if anyone has failed to register, you can do so at this time at the registration tables near the main entrances when you came in. So we want to make sure that we get an accurate account of everybody that's here. And so if you haven't registered, please do so. It helps us in our planning for next year. So right now, I would also now like to ask our members to adopt special rules of order for the meeting today. A copy of the special rules are listed on a sheet in the folder you received at the point of registration. There's a yellow voting card in your folder as well. You'll vote by holding up your yellow card when I call for a vote or motion. Do I have a motion to adopt the special rules of order as presented? All right, I have a motion. Do I have a second? It's been moved and seconded to adopt the special rules of order as presented. All in favor of the motion, please raise your yellow cards to vote now. All opposed to the motion, please raise your yellow voting cards now. The motion carries. I would like to now introduce Troy Berglund, the Vice President of Member Services, who will make some announcements.
Thank you, President Kroll. It's always an honor to be here today with so many of our member owners, and it's really exciting to actually be back in person. I know the drive-in meeting was cool last year, but nothing beats mingling with our members throughout the day. So we hope each of you are enjoying this year's annual meeting and encourage you to fill out the yellow survey that's included in your folder. This helps us know what you value about your annual meeting and what improvements we can make. So after the meeting, please drop your survey off at the table where Missy's at, and so we can use that information to improve things. We also conduct a member questions and answer form later in the meeting. There's a pink sheet in your folder. So if you think of any comments or questions during the meeting today, please fill those out. We'll ask you to hold them up when we get to the Q&A part of the meeting, and we'll pick them up from you and address those comments and questions at that time. The video of our annual meeting today is being streamed live on YouTube, and while members viewing online are not eligible to win a door prize, boo, no, I'm just kidding. They are welcome to submit their comments and questions through the online chat forum so they can participate as well. We have several partnering organizations that help us with today's meeting. A big thank you to the West Richland Police. Had 3 vehicles out there. Benton County Fire District 4 had multiple vehicles. Benton Conservation District, the Bonneville Power Administration, Energy Northwest, Touchstone Energy, American Red Cross, and a key partner in our fight to preserve our hydroelectric dams, Northwest River Partners and Kurt Miller. Also like to thank the 14 vendors that donated several door prize drawings that will donate throughout this year. Many of the vendors donated several of the prizes, giving us more than 30 vendor prizes to give away. And with that, we will start our first door prize drawing. So I'll first explain kind of the process we go through. So we'll have several drawings throughout the meeting, and here's how it kind of works. So all registered members are entered into the drawings. If you must be present to win. And so throughout the meeting, we'll draw a ticket of the winners of the door prize, and then we also have some $100 bill credits. And so once I announce the winner of each prize, if the winner is not present, that prize will kind of be held later, and we'll draw again for it later in the meeting until obviously all the prizes are divvied out to our members. So also, if you've won a vendor prize, please stay at the meeting because we have our grand prize drawings at the very end of the meeting for a $500 bill credit, and all names, even if you won a vendor prize earlier, go back in the drawing bucket for that. So with that, I'm going to do our first vendor prize drawings, and so got a few more registrations that I'm going to put in the bucket. And Missy, what do we got for the first one?
We have 4 microwavable bowls with lid, Gen Pack. General Pacific.
Okay. And our winner is Tamara Maruska. Do we have a Tamara Maruska present? Oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay, what do we got next?
This is a packable blanket, a Pendleton style blanket from Gen Pack as well.
And that goes to Nancy Southam. There we go, Nancy, right there, perfect. 2 for 2.
This one is a $50 Amazon gift card donated by Northwest Public Power Association.
Perfect, that goes to Don Petros. Don Petros. Perfect, Don, up there in the bleachers. Do a few more.
Yep. This is a $100 gift certificate to Les Schwab. It can be used in the Prosser or Grandview locations.
Okay, this goes to H.M. Busey, B-U-C-C-I. All right. Good to see you. By the way, he was talking to me about potentially moving. A long-time member that's attended these meetings, so hopefully you don't move. I don't wish bad things, but we'd like to see you again next year. Okay, our next one.
Backpack donated by Palouse Power.
Okay, that goes to Kaylee Reisenhuber. Perfect. Kaylee, congratulations. And one more.
Okay. This is a gift certificate from the Prosser Record Bulletin.
That goes to Carissa Whedon. Carissa Whedon. W-E-E-D-E-N.
I don't see her.
Not present? Okay, we'll draw for that later.
Okay.
Okay. With that, I'll introduce Michael Bradshaw, our general manager for the next part of the meeting.
Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Mike Bradshaw, your general manager for Benton REA, and it's a great privilege that I'm able to serve you as your general manager. This privilege is given to me by our Board of Trustees, who are also members of Benton REA and are elected by their fellow members in their districts to serve on the board. I'll now introduce you to each trustee, and as I do that, if you just stand up for a couple seconds or wave. Starting off with Prosser Area District Number 2, Mr. Mike Freepons. Thank you, Mike. From Horse Heaven and East Rosa areas, District Number 3, Mr. Bob Evans. Thank you, Bob. From West Richland and rural areas, District Number 4, Ron Johnson. Is Ron here today? Oh, here he is, over here on the side. From Sunnyside area, District Number 5, Mr. Tim Grow up here at the front table. Thank you, Tim. From the Mabton White Pass area, District Number 6, Scott Fisher. Thank you, Scott. And from West Richland, Bird Hill, District Number 7, Connie Kroll, our board president. Thank you, Connie. From West Richland area, District Number 8, Catherine Russell, up here at the front table. Thank you, Catherine. And then with regards to District Number 1 for the West Richland area, that's currently vacant due to the recent resignation from the board by longtime trustee Buddy Treadway. I want to thank Buddy for his 15 years of service and doing a fantastic job of representing the members of the association. With that, the board is currently in the process of appointing a co-op member to fill the position of District Number 1 trustee on the board. It's also my pleasure to introduce the special guests that are here today. And so starting off, I have the general manager from the Washington Rural Electric Cooperative Association, Mr. Paul Griffin. Paul, are you still there? He is over here in the corner. From the West Richland City Council, Mr. John Smart. Thank you, John. From the West Richland City Council, Mr. Richard Bloom. Good to see you, Richard. And then we also have today the City of West Richland Public Works Director, Roscoe Slade. Right back there. Thank you, Roscoe. So with that, I'll turn the meeting back over to you, Troy.
All right, one of my favorite parts of the meeting is to announce the contest winners. And so we have a couple of contests for children 12 and under who attended today's annual meeting. And so let's see, we had two games. We had a jar full of candy. And let's see, there were 198 pieces of candy in the jar. And we actually had a person who guessed exactly 198 pieces of candy. So I want to get that student, the 5-year-old, enrolled at MIT immediately. But Jackson Weaver, is Jackson Weaver here? Or his parents are Jackson Weaver. I hate to move on from somebody who got the exact number. So I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to move on to the second one, but we're going to still send that. We got his phone number, and we're going to send him some type of gift certificate or some type of prize because I'm too impressed with him guessing the exact amount. So we're going to go on to number 2. The second place winner is Galvin. I'm not sure if it's Hancock or Ancock, and he's 11-year-old. He guessed 187 pieces of candy. Anybody, parents or anybody here from that? Okay, that's as deep as we'll probably go, I think, at this point. And so between those two, we got phone numbers and stuff. We'll be able to track them down and stuff. So the next contest was money in a jar. And we actually have not an exact guess. So there were $38.50 was in the jar. And we had 2 kids guests $35. So 2 kids tied for first place. And that's McKenna, can't really read the last name, 11 years old, maybe Coles. Oh, there we go, McKenna, congratulations. You are, so what we're gonna do, yeah, perfect. You were first on the list, go ahead and come on up. We'll get you that money in a jar, and if the second person is here, we will basically take your information and send you a gift certificate or something. So that is Peyton Vasquez. Peyton Vasquez. Oh, perfect. Congratulations, Peyton. So come on. We actually got your information and phone number. You can come on down, but we'll make sure we get with you after the meeting and make sure we get you a prize. Congratulations. Okay, the next one is to award our safety poster contest winners. They were on display out in the main commons area. So earlier this summer, we had a safety poster contest winners, and there's different age categories. And we have first place, $50, second place gets $25, third place, $15, and fourth place, $10. So I'm gonna quickly run through the winners. If you're here, please stand, come on up, we'll get you your prize. Missy will take care of you, but I'm gonna run through these fairly fast so we can move on with the meeting. So in kindergarten, first place, winning $50, is Alice Jensen from Benton City, and second place is Court Jensen from Benton City as well. Second and third grade, our first place winner is Logan Lucas from West Richland. Leo Checketts gets second place from West Richland. Walter Simpson from Prosser is third, and Sadie Jensen from Benton City is fourth. Congratulations to them. And our final category, fourth and fifth graders, the champion, first place is Bailey Thornick from Prosser, Kylie Myron from Benton City, Wyatt Simpson from Prosser, and fourth place goes to Hazel June Webb from West Richland. Congratulations. So with that, it's now my pleasure to introduce our Secretary Treasurer of the Board, Trustee Catherine Russell.
You won't hear me with that on. Hi. It is my job to inform you of the business aspect of the meeting. So, the registration list for this meeting will be used as the attendance roll for the 85th annual meeting. Following our bylaws, I need to inform you that the 85th annual meeting was printed as a cover wrap on the June issue of the Ruralite magazine for your information. We have received official notification that the 2022 June issue of Ruralite was placed into the United States mail on June 2nd, 2022. And to spare me, you will now have a video presentation of the Treasurer's Report. Hello, members. As the Secretary-Treasurer for the Benton REA Board of Trustees, I am pleased to report on the financial condition of your electric cooperative for 2021. The annual audit was performed by Blodgett, Mickelson, and Adamson, CPAs. The independent auditor's summary on Benton REA's financial condition was published in the July issue of Ruralite magazine. The full report is available to members upon request. Once again, Benton REA received a clean, unqualified audit. Unqualified audit opinions indicate that the co-op's financial statements are free of material defects. Copies of the 2021 Benton REA audited financial statements are included in your meeting handouts if you'd like to follow along. The financial condition of Benton REA is reflected in the balance sheet and statement of revenue and expenses. I will briefly summarize these reports, rounding for simplicity. The balance sheet showed, as of December 31, 2021, Benton REA's net utility plant was $78,647,990. The depreciated plant value at the end of 2021 increased by $7,225,932 when compared to the end of 2020. The net utility plant reflects the co-op's depreciated value in our physical assets. The balance sheet shows that Benton REA's long-term debt as of December 31, 2021 was $631,945. However, this amount represents USDA funds that the co-op uses as economic development and is not actually Benton REA's debt. Benton REA made its last long-term debt payment in 2021, making the co-op debt-free at the end of 2021. In 2007, Benton REA owed more than $34 million in long-term debt. At that time, the Board of Trustees instructed the staff to reduce this debt as part of the strategic plan. The statement of operations shows $4,663,542 total margins for 2021. The co-op met all its financial requirements established by our lending institutions. Additionally, in 2021, Benton REA issued $1,793,261 in ownership credit checks to our member owners, both current and former, who had ownership credit balances on the books. All utilities have margins, but only electric cooperatives, such as Benton REA, allocate and pay them back to members. We call these margin ownership credits because our members are also our owners. In total, Benton REA has returned $17.2 million to our member owners. I invite you to read the financial statements in your meeting handouts. I would like to end this report with another encouraging note. Benton REA has been able to maintain our retail price of electricity for the past 6 years, and we do not plan to increase it in 2022. If you have any questions, please ask them at the end of the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Catherine, for making financials a riveting report for us to. All right, now it's some more prize drawings. We had a tree booth out there, a tree program booth out in the outside area where Brian Kramer kind of talked to you about basically where to plant trees wisely around power lines and different things like that. And so we have two $200 gift certificates, one from Yellow Rose Nursery and one from Job's. So members who are out there and visited the booth were able to enter into a drawing. So I'm going to draw this right now. This is for let's see, this must be Yellow Rose. Yeah. And that goes to John DeCarto. John DeCarto. All right, John, congratulations. The certificate will be delivered to you right there. Oh, was that? DeCarlo, sorry. DeCarlo, thank you. They shouldn't put me in front of a microphone, sir. No. The next one from Job's Nursery goes to Victor. Okay. Raval Cuba. Raval Cuba, I'm not good at reading handwriting, so. Is there a Victor who entered the drawing? If not, okay, I'll move on. Kylie Reisenhuber. There we go, Kylie. Congratulations. Okay, and now we'll go to our second group of vendor prize drawings, and we'll do 4 prize drawings this time. So, Missy, what do we got?
We've got a Timber Ridge folding director's chair donated by CED, which is Consolidated Electrical Distributors.
Perfect. That goes to Jane Smith. Congratulations, Jane. What do we got next, Missy?
We've got LED lanterns. These are donated by General Pacific.
Okay, there goes to Gary Whipple. Gary Whipple. Do we have a Gary Whipple here? Seeing one, we'll hold that off till the end of the meeting. I'll put that down here since he's not here.
This is a backpack donated by NISC.
That goes to LaTanya Dent. LaTanya Dent. All right, LaTanya in the back. Okay, and one more, I think.
Yep, this is looks like a coffee tumbler with a ball cap from Palouse Power.
Perfect. Goes to J.F. Beeries. J.F. Beeries. B-E-I-R-E-I-S. Perfect. Perfect. All right, with that, I'll turn the meeting back over to President Kroll. Get my stuff out.
Thanks, Troy. A copy of the minutes for the 2021 annual meeting are in your folder. The minutes have been approved by the Board of Trustees, but they are subject to change by the membership. Are there any suggested changes to the 2021 annual meeting minutes? Okay, hearing none, we'll continue. Please direct your attention to the video on the screen of a previously recorded message. "2022 marks Benton REA's 85th year providing electricity to the growing communities in Benton, Yakima, and Lewis counties of Washington. I won't be here for all of the next 85 years, but as a trustee of the cooperative, I am helping create a sustainable future for Benton REA and its future members. Hi, my name is Connie Kroll, and I am your president of the Benton REA Board of Trustees, and I've been honored to serve you for the last 10 years. I am elected by the members of my district, and I thank you for the trust you have in me. This co-op wouldn't exist without you, our community, and the countless businesses who engage and support our presence, and we are thankful for our ability to give back. In 2021, we gave back to more than 35 nonprofit organizations, 5 Chamber of Commerce, 3 economic development organizations, and 3 local food banks. Last year, we awarded 5 college scholarships to children of Benton REA members. And in 2022, we were able to expand our giving to students attending college or trade school and awarded 8 scholarships. We have continued several of our community-focused programs, such as hosting American Red Cross blood drives and providing free trees to members and local parks. As a trustee, one of our goals is to encourage sustainable growth while keeping electricity safe, reliable, and affordable. Benton REA gained 347 new accounts in 2021. Managing this growth is one of our most important goals to ensure that we have the resources required to support the additional electric capacity. This growth benefits all of us in the co-op because it allows us to gain efficiencies and spread costs across more accounts, keeping the price of electricity low. How electricity is provided, distributed, and consumed should not harm our planet. Here at home, locally, Benton REA has made strides to protect our wild animals and birds by installing animal barriers at our substations. These eco-friendly devices keep small animals and endangered birds like osprey and eagles away from the high-voltage equipment. Benton REA is continuously working with our members to help them use electricity more efficiently. Helping you save energy in your homes and businesses is critical to maintaining an efficient electric grid and protecting our environment. Regionally, Benton REA is fighting to protect our carbon-free hydropower that will continue to provide sustainable, wholesale power for decades to come. Some have questioned the sustainability of the lower Snake River dams, claiming they kill too many salmon. Yet, studies show dams and salmon are coexisting, with the survival rates of 97% through the lower Snake River dams. Benton REA purchases power from these dams and other carbon-free generations and focuses our efforts on the management and distribution of electricity, starting at the co-op's 20 substations. In 2021, Benton REA made several upgrades to its distribution system, including the new Rupert substation, allowing Benton REA to receive and distribute more electricity to power residential and business growth within the city of West Richland. We are currently working to expand or build several substations throughout our service area to ensure our future sustainability. Benton REA is investing in new technology for a sustainable future. This year, the co-op launched an automated meter infrastructure pilot project, or AMI, for several homes and businesses. These meters can potentially help Benton REA improve our distribution system while providing additional programs and services to our members. PowerNet, our internet division, continues to upgrade speeds for our rural neighborhoods. High-speed internet allows us to learn and work wherever we want to live. Benton REA also invests in our workforce. We have employees who are properly trained to perform their work activities and ensure that we cross-train. Benton REA employees work as a team to provide safe, reliable, affordable power, keeping the lights on 24/7, 365 days a year. Being fiscally responsible and sustainable does not necessarily mean spending less. It's finding that right balance between timely investments and project prioritization. This forward planning is done through annual budgeting, 4-year construction work plans, and a 10-year fiscal forecast to predict our spending needs. Living within our means and constantly asking the question, how is this a benefit to the membership, creates a sustainable future for the members we serve. The Benton REA trustees and employees are creating a sustainable cooperative by reinvesting in our distribution system and our communities while providing safe, reliable, and affordable power. We can't do it alone. We need your help. You can help us help you. Upgrade your home or business's efficiencies and take advantage of new technology through Benton REA's many rebates and loans. Educate yourself on the benefits of hydropower in your community and participate in your co-ops as we work together for a sustainable future. That's a great message. And it's a great message that we're doing everything we can as a board and as a co-op to be fiscally responsible. I'd now call for any unfinished business that members would like to bring up. All right, I don't see anything, and hearing none, we'll continue. I'll now call for any new business that members would like to bring up. Okay, in hearing or seeing no red cards, I'll turn the meeting back over to Troy.
Perfect. Thank you, Connie. It's always a pleasure of mine for this next segment to introduce the winners of our continuing education scholarship programs. And so our scholarship program is funded by any unclaimed capital credits or ownership credits. So if there's any unclaimed, our board was smart enough to form an education program to keep those funds local in our community and help our youth. So we have scholarships. So not all the scholarship recipients have been able to be here today, but most are over here. And so as I call their names, they are over here, they'll stand up, and then Shannon will deliver the certificates for them to award the scholarship. So I'll start out with our 5 academic scholarship winners, each receiving an $8,000 scholarship. Our first winner from Hanford High School is Sydney Smith from Richland. Oh, yeah. From Richland High School, Madison Slade. From Hanford High School, Shreya Mehta. From Hanford High School, Ella Stam. And from Richland High School, Brooklyn Peterson. I think, yeah. She had to work, so I think she's not here anymore. But so we'll go on to our trade and technical scholarships. We have 3 winners in that category, each receiving $4,000 for their trade and technical educations. Announcing first from Hanford High School, Carol Bears, not Beers. It's actually Coral Bears. Thank you. Sorry, Coral. From Hanford High School, Ethan Henning. And from Hanford High School, Garrett Collins. Another youth program that Benton REA offers is a proud sponsor of the Electric Cooperative's youth tour, taking youth to Washington, D.C. So each June, Benton REA, this past June actually, Benton REA sent 3 high school sophomores and a junior on this week-long trip. And they learned about democratic process, the cooperative business model. It's really quite the experience for our youth. And then our youth tour delegates, if they're here, they'll stand up and also receive a certificate from Shannon. So our first announce is from Prosser Ezekiel Ackenbade. Not sure if he's here. Second, from West Richland, Afton Stoker. Okay. And then our third of Prosser is Ashlyn Schaub. All right, now I go on to our vendor prize drawings, not our grand prize. Sorry, I got a little excited there, I guess. So this is our third. We'll do 5 of these. What do we got for the first prize?
We have a Taylor kitchen scale from Genpack.
Okay, I'm going to mix this up a little bit. It's got absolutely no name on it. Okay. Someone's messing with me. No, just kidding. No. All right, the Damara, D-A-M-A-R-A, or O-R-R. Is Damara available? Okay, we'll put that onto the side. What do we got next?
4 Tri-City Dust Devils baseball game tickets.
Okay, that is Robert Rhodes. Robert Rhodes. Robert, congratulations.
This is 4 18-hole rounds of golf at Zintel Creek Golf Club. And this one and the last one were donated by the Tri-Cities Area Journal of Business.
Perfect. Haley Thorne. Haley Thorne. Haley, congratulations.
Okay, we have another $50 Amazon gift card donated by Northwest Public Power Association.
And that goes to Daniel Plunge. Daniel Plunge. Oh, okay. Perfect. Daniel.
He's way over there. In the corner, see him? There's a guy with a baby. Daniel, hold your hand up, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
One more.
Okay, this is a $50 gift card to Cook's Ace Hardware in Prosser, donated by Sheffield Utility Sales.
That goes to Jayashri Kapadia. I thought I saw them earlier. Jayashri Kapadia. Are you here? Okay, no, so we will hold that. Oh, wait a minute, they are here. Okay, congratulations. With that, I'll turn the meeting over to Trustee Tim Grow to introduce our trustee election process.
Good afternoon. I just have to say before I get started, what an honor it is to serve as a trustee of this co-op. To serve you as member owners is just beyond belief for me. And to work with our talented staff to keep your lights on has just been a great experience for me. So we're going to look at electing 2 trustees today. In District 2, Prosser area, we have one candidate, Mike Freeponds, is running unopposed. And in District 3, the Horse Heaven and East Rosa area, candidate Bob Evans is also running unopposed. As Mike mentioned earlier, District 1 is open for nominations, but none were received prior to this ballot. So we won't have an election. We'll have to appoint that, as Mike mentioned. Members within these area districts had two ways to vote. First, they could mail in their ballot directly to Survey and Ballot Systems, the independent company Benton REA uses to conduct our trustee elections for secure and impartial elections. Survey and Ballot Systems has provided to us the voting results for ballots that were mailed directly to them. Members could also drop off their ballot today, as we mentioned earlier, at this meeting. These ballots will be added to the total voting results that we receive from Survey and Ballot Systems to determine the final results of the election. The results will be announced later in the meeting. So at this time, if you've been to many of these, it's my job to appoint an elections committee to help me. And as I was talking to the pastor earlier today, in Luke it says, "To whom much is given, much is required." So that's how I'm going to appoint. Robert Rose just won a vendor deal. Robert, would you be on my committee? Okay. Haley Thorne just won a prize. Haley, to whom much is given, much is required. And finally, Daniel Plunge. If you could meet me over here by the back door or by the door, we will count the election. This will be a quick process, so each of you can just meet me there.
You guys thought they were just going to win a prize and be done with it.
We had one.
All right, so we will move on now to the next vendor prize groups, and who knows what we'll ask these people to do, so it may change your perspective on winning. No, I'm just kidding. So, all right, what do we got for our next prize, Missy?
We have a cooler bag from Palouse Power.
Okay, that goes to Mitchell Fairchild. I think the baby won. Just kidding. No, Mitchell Fairchild. Okay. We'll save that for a little bit later.
Okay, the next prize is a coffee mug donated from Pioneer Utility Resources and a cap from Palouse Power. Pioneer Utility Resources is the people that put out our Rural Light magazine.
And that goes to Jeremy Hack, H-A-A-C-K. Jeremy. Is there a Jeremy Hack available? No. Okay.
This is a travel press from DeWart's representatives.
That goes to Andre Cispada. I'm not sure. It's S-I, maybe S-B-A-D-A. Oh, Andre. Sorry, Andre. My bad. Okay, what do we got next?
This is backpack from NISC and a baseball cap from Palouse Power.
That goes to Casey Means. Casey Means. Congratulations, Casey. And we'll do one more.
Sure. Ooh, I don't know if I can part with this one. So the $150 gift card, woo, from EES Consulting and GDS Associates, $150.
Okay. Might be Rihanna Gosney. I think it's Rihanna Gosney. Oh, perfect. Congratulations. All right, with that, I'm going to direct your attention to our video screen for our Benton REA annual report.
"2022 is shaping up to be an exciting year for Benton REA. The communities we serve are growing, and so is the cooperative. Our mission at Benton REA is to provide affordable and reliable energy and other member-driven compatible services that enhance the quality of life for all of our members, as well as providing a stable, safe, and competitive career-oriented work environment because we are owned and operated by our members. We pursue this mission through the highest ethical standards, using progressive marketing in conjunction with sound financial and management principles. Our employees fulfill this mission through the direction of 8 trustees. These trustees are members of Benton REA, representing their neighbors as they guide the co-op through decisions made as a board. From West Richland to White Pass, from Patterson and north to Highway 24, Benton REA serves approximately 15,800 meters with electricity and 1,100 PowerNet customers with internet access service. This year, we are in the process of designing a new administration building in West Richland at the intersection of Keene Road and a new road that will be named Cooperative Way. Benton REA purchased more than 17 acres of land in West Richland, so we'll have plenty of space for future operations and equipment storage if it is needed. In addition, we're planning to remodel our Prosser office to better serve the members and to improve the facilities for the employees who will continue to work there. Improved safety features will be installed for the benefit of our employees and the members. Following our mission statement, these building expenditures will be made over several years to prevent increasing your electricity or internet bills as much as possible. We're excited about the improvements we will see in the efficiencies of our new building and as a result of our remodeling efforts. More information about our new administration building will be coming soon. Until then, let's take a look at what Benton REA accomplished in 2021, starting with our most important asset, the Benton REA employees.
The Benton Rural Electric Association is not as rural today as it was just 20 years ago. Many of the communities we serve are rapidly growing, and with that comes more work. Benton REA hired 4 new employees in 2021 without retiring any. We are now a team of 74 employees with plans to continue hiring so we can meet the needs of our members. To keep up with the workload, we're not just adding people, but also becoming more efficient through cross-training and realignment of positions. If you visit our offices regularly, you may have met new people greeting you at the front counter. This is an example of cross-training that's going on throughout the billing department. Benton REA strives to be a competitive and trusted local employer. As our membership grows in numbers, it's also growing in the services members are asking for. When you consider your energy use, we want Benton REA to be your first thought and first call. Whether you're upgrading your furnace to a more efficient heat pump or considering installing solar panels, Benton REA can help you choose the best option for your goals. From backup generation to electric vehicles and whatever technology comes next, we are here to help. That help is not limited to our residential members either. From economic development to efficiency, Benton REA works with our businesses as well. A great example is Ostrom Mushroom Farms in Sunnyside. After helping Ostrom relocate to Sunnyside and bring hundreds of jobs to our local community, we awarded them a $102,000 efficiency rebate for LED lighting, chiller equipment, and variable frequency drives. Inflation and supply chain issues hit all of us in 2021, but Benton REA was efficient with our finances. The co-op made its last long-term debt payment in 2021. This was a huge step in keeping our operating costs low and preventing Benton REA from increasing prices for our members. It has been 6 years since we increased rates, and we do not plan to borrow or raise rates in 2022. And our Board of Trustees continues to pay back ownership credits faster than in previous years. They approved $1.8 million in payments to members last year. Benton REA's PowerNet implemented a pilot project to evaluate a new broadband service that includes internet speeds of up to 100 megabits per second. This ongoing pilot is helping us evaluate technologies to ensure the service is both fast and cost-effective for our customers. PowerNet has also provided critical technology support for key accounts projects within the communities we serve. Our technicians help the West Richland Police Department and the Prosser School District set up new technologies in their recently constructed facilities. Speaking of technology, in 2021, the Benton REA IT department added security measures that will help ensure the co-op's cybersecurity is sturdy and will protect our members' personal data and our electric system from hackers. Significant growth at Benton REA has kept our engineering and operations departments busy. In addition to connecting 347 new homes and businesses to our lines in 2021, Benton REA increased electric capacity in the Plymouth area and added a new substation in West Richland. Benton REA is also building 2 substations to serve the greater Prosser area and expanding a substation in Sunnyside. These upgrades, along with other reliability improvements, will help keep the power on.
Our commitment to our mission is focused and consistent. Reliable and affordable electricity is not negotiable. Electric utilities in Washington State are consistently at the top in the nation for providing the most affordable power. However, this may be harder to achieve if we lose the hydropower generating resources located on the lower Snake River. More than half of your power bill pays for wholesale electricity, a cost over which Benton REA has little control. We have a national goal to be 100% carbon-free by the year 2035 and a Washington State mandate to be 100% clean by 2045. As coal and natural gas generation is phased out, we need our carbon-free dams to remain available, reliable, and affordable. The Bonneville Power Administration estimates that losing the 4 lower Snake River dams could increase wholesale electricity costs by 50%, which would make Benton REA's retail price to the members increase by about an astounding 25%. A factor that adds to these costs is the additional transmission lines that would be needed to move solar and wind energy from eastern Washington to where most of it will be consumed on the west side of the state. Transmission lines are difficult to receive approval to build because nobody wants a transmission line running through their backyard. Our clean energy goals, lack of adequate transmission facilities, and the need for firm, dispatchable, and reliable electricity generation resources requires hydropower to stay in place to benefit both current and future generations. Anti-hydro activists have increased their efforts in the last year, specifically focusing on breaching the dams on the lower Snake River. But their voices won't be the only ones heard. Your voice is valuable. Please speak up. Learn how to submit your comments to Governor Inslee, Senator Murray, and the White House at bentonrea.org/LSRD. Benton REA came into existence in 1937 for the members, by the members, through a federal loan program called the Rural Electrification Act. And this created the Rural Electrification Administration, otherwise known as the REA. Some say that electric cooperatives were born in government, and that is where they will die. But not if our members have anything to say about it. Benton REA is locally owned, controlled, and governed by its members, and that concept should never be taken for granted. Benton REA's mission focuses on you, the members, to emphasize that working together, cooperatively, we can succeed in enhancing the quality of life for all of the current and future Benton REA members.
Okay, now we are going to announce the remaining vendor prize drawings for the meeting. What do we got, Missy?
Okay. My mic keeps cutting out. This is an air fryer grill from Valley Transformer.
Okay, that goes to Thomas Cunningham. Thomas, congratulations. See him in the back.
We have LED string lights, and these are donated by Eaton.
Okay, Eaton LED string lights go to Juan Aguilar. Juan Aguilar, do we have is he present? Doesn't look like it, so I'm just going to keep drawing
Yep,
for
draw
that.
again. Nope, we're going to go.
Okay, that goes to Vasquez, Brittany Vasquez.
You see her?
Congratulations, Brittany.
We've got a mug and a hat. The mug is from Pioneer Utility Resources, and the hat's from Palouse Power.
Okay, that goes to Marla Schaub. Marla, congratulations. Marla Schaub, right back there in the bleachers. Go ahead and raise your hand. Okay.
Kitchen scale from Taylor, or from Genpack, and a Palouse Power cap.
Goes to Patricia DeForest. Patricia DeForest.
We're back with the lanterns from Genpack.
Okay, that goes to Kimberly Washburn. Kimberly Washburn, are you here? Raise your hand. Okay, we'll keep drawing then. Callie Adams. Do we have a Callie Adams here? Looks like we'll keep going. Nobody wants to win that one, I guess.
They're nice. I have them.
Tia Jensen. Perfect. Congratulations, Tia.
This is the 4 18-hole rounds of golf at Zintel Creek Golf Club. Tri-Cities Area Journal of Business donated.
Kathy Sprague. Do we have a Kathy Sprague here? Perfect. Congratulations, Kathy.
4 Tri-City Dust Devils baseball game tickets, Tri-Cities Area Journal of Business.
Danny, not sure if it's golden or, there you go. Thank you, Danny. Congratulations.
$50 gift card to Cook's Ace Hardware Prosser from Sheffield Utility Sales.
Goes to Rebecca Rediker. Did we? Okay. Looks like we found her.
Okay. Back with a cap and a mug.
It's going to go to, can't make it an easy one for me. You have Jenny Veliskri. All right. You know. All right. You want to come up here?
This is a Palouse Power cooler bag, and I believe there's a, oh no. I think that's it.
Okay. We got Teresa Stevenson. Teresa, congratulations.
$100 Amazon gift card from Okanite Company.
Goes to Laverne Baker. Laverne, congratulations.
Another cap and a mug.
Mix it up a little bit. That goes to Dean Martin. I saw him. Congratulations, Dean.
This is a cap and a wine tumbler from Palouse Power.
Okay, goes to Robert Anderson. Congratulations, the Andersons.
Gift card from the Prosser Record Bulletin.
Goes to Robin Mays. Robin Mays.
She's it.
Okay.
We've got one more cap and coffee mug.
Last vendor.
Oh, hold
door-
on.
Oh, wait a minute.
I'm joking. We got one more after that.
Okay. So on the hat, mug and hat goes to David Tomaszewski. He's got it. Congratulations, David.
Okay, this is the last of the vendor prizes. It is a drawstring bag from Palouse Power.
Goes to Tony Gonzalez. Tony Gonzalez. No. Okay, we'll go one more drawing for our last prize. door prize anyway. Kurt Nesseth. Kurt Nesseth. Congratulations, Kurt. All right. So I'm going to keep going now. We're done with the door prizes. We have 5 $100 Benton REA bill credits. And so I'll draw for those right now before we put them back. Yep. This goes to Cynthia Alcazar. Cynthia. Congratulations, Cynthia. Do you see her? She raise her hand one more time, please. Thank you. We got 4 more of them. Next one goes to Sharon Rawl. Where we got? Sharon? Yep. Yeah, I think it's PAHL. Yep. It's handwritten, so. Okay. Mixing them up a little bit. We got 3 more, I think. And then it goes to Daniel Pafford. Daniel Pafford. Okay. 2 more. $100 Benton REA bill credits. Kristen Miller. Kristen Miller. I don't think so. Okay. Dave Skeeth. Congratulations, Dave. Okay, last one. Last $100 bill credit. Lee Geller. Geueller. All right, Lee, congratulations. Okay, with that, before I turn the meeting over to Mike, I'm going to take all the vendor door prize winnings that were present and bill credit winnings. I'm going to put it back in the bucket for the grand prize at the end. Now I'll turn it back over to Mike Bradshaw.
Okay, thank you, Troy. So now we're down to the question and answer period. If I can have my management staff come up a little bit closer to the front table to help me out with some of these questions. So Steve, Derek, Matt Thomas, and Justin, if you'd please come up closer to the front here in case I need some help with these. If you have any written questions that you would like to submit, we will accept those throughout the Q&A session. So just hold those up and we'll have someone come get those from you. So let's start with the written questions submitted in the questions box. Missy, are there any questions, written questions in the question box? She says no. Moving on, we have questions, online questions. Alicia, are there any online questions that came through? She says no. Now we ask for questions or comments in person from the audience. And so if you have a question, stand or raise your hand, and we will recognize you and then wait for the microphone to come to you to ask your question, please. It looks like you have one there, Missy, or?
Yep, I do, from this lovely lady here.
Okay.
She's asked me to read it. When you give a new corporation in Benton REA area $1 credit, how long do you anticipate a full payback value equal to the amount of the credit? Like the mushroom company. So like when we give them a rebate, what's the end?
So that's a capital credit question. It sounds like you're asking about the capital credit cycle. And Steve, do you want to comment on that?
I think she's talking maybe like the credit that we gave Ostrom.
Oh, the incentive credit or
Yes.
the energy efficiency credit. So
Yep.
that'd be you, Troy.
Yeah, so our efficiency credits, rebates that we give to Ostroms, members can do it in their home for like heat pumps or efficient windows, stuff like that. It's all based on energy savings. And so it's through the Bonneville Power Administration. Actually, what happens is the rebate that's approved is we pay the member and then we get reimbursed by Bonneville Power Administrations, and they calculate the savings all based on energy savings. So from Benton REA standpoint, we are reimbursed for that immediately, within about a 6-week period before we're reimbursed. Now the payback varies on as far as the member, like it costs them so much to do it, and then there's a payback period. That varies based on the type of program and how much energy savings and what the things like that. So that can vary, but a couple different answers to that. Hopefully that answered your question. It can really fluctuate. Some of the industrial programs that we run have huge savings that the payback is really short, and some of them is more of a life cycle of the equipment and stuff like that. So it really is all over the map. So we would have to know on the very specifics. But good question. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Troy. Any other questions that anyone would like to ask? Looks like there's one over here, Missy.
The mic's kind of cranky.
There was a very brief piece on the video clip on broadband development. What is the status of that, and a forecast for when it's going to be more generally available?
Okay, I'll have Matt Thomas, our Assistant IT Manager, answer that question, please.
So the broadband right now, and broadband is over 25 megabits per second. We do have a limited number of locations. There are basically 5 sites right now that have that available. If you saw the PowerNet table earlier, we had maps of the coverage areas there. Right now, there are some limits on how fast we can roll that out. Part of that is getting equipment with all the supply chain issues. We've had a hard time getting the equipment that we need to roll it out. But also the broadband equipment has a much shorter range than the equipment that we used previously. So we were also looking for additional access points in order to mount equipment closer to the customers in order to be able to cover everyone. We would definitely like to be able to give broadband throughout our area, but right now it's pretty limited and we can't really give, we're doing it as fast as we can, but we can't really give a time frame as far as when it will be generally available because of the difficulty getting equipment and the difficulty of getting access point sites. Does that answer your question?
Okay, thank you, Matt. Okay, I have one up here in the front row.
Hello. I was curious on the topic of the dams and saving those. We hear a lot about salmon and how they affect the salmon, but I never hear anything about how offshore fishing or the large-scale gill nets are affecting the salmon. And if there are any studies on that, why isn't the public hearing how these are impacting the salmon?
Yeah, that's one of the aspects with regards to the salmon that we consistently bring up also, and that's the harvest aspect of the salmon. And many times that often gets overlooked. Troy, did you have any additional comments on that with regards to that?
So, I think the biggest impact, so no doubt harvest has an impact on salmon, but there's a lot of different things that have an impact on salmon. I think from our perspective, it's been shown over the last several years, the biggest impact on the salmon survival is ocean conditions, when they get into the ocean and return to the ocean. So they have a 96, 97% survival rate through the dams, which is phenomenal. And so really, when there's bad years of salmon returns, the ocean conditions are bad, whether it's predators or warming or pollution in the oceans, several factors that factor into that. So that by far is the number one factor. And so it is a bit frustrating from our standpoint that it is very clear that that's the issue that probably we should be focusing most of our efforts on. But for some reason, and It seems to be focused on those Snake River dams. But the good news is we have a lot of people aligning with us. We're partnering with other utilities. Northwest River Partners here has a huge campaign going on, doing tremendous work. So, we have a lot of our local representatives, both city, county, state, federal. Kathy McMorris Rogers, Dan Newhouse, our representative here, just tremendous advocate for our dams. So there's a lot of work being done on it, but hopefully that answers your question. So.
Okay, thanks. Missy, we have a question up here. Just a second, ma'am. She's coming with the microphone. Got to zigzag across the gym a little bit here.
So don't the dams release a greenhouse gas?
So as far as the dams releasing gas, they don't. It's carbon-free generation. So the production of energy used in the dams produces no gas. I think So where carbon can be associated with the dams is the construction of the dams, because you're talking cement, and obviously there's some carbon manufacturing, but the same could be said for solar panels, batteries, wind turbines, and stuff like that. So as far as the dams exist now, it does not produce any carbon. I think one of the issues that gets brought up a lot and is being monitored a lot, and there's a lot to be learned, is the spill over the dams, because when there's spill over the dam, that helps fish in some instances, but it also creates bubbles in the water, which can be detrimental to the fish. And so that's an issue that is still kind of in question of how much spill is helpful before it becomes detrimental. Some of that's being determined in courts, and so, but they have an agreement in place right now that BPA and the Corps of Engineers are operating on based on court orders to mitigate that. But so to your point, it's a complicated issue. There's a lot of different factors that go into the issue, and so we're trying to make sure we feel like our job is to educate everybody, members, non-members, about the honest truth of the aspects as we know it from a science base, and then let everybody make up decisions for themselves. Obviously, I'm a big proponent of the dams and the power, but I just want to provide information and let all of us make decisions we think is best for our communities. So hope that answers your question.
Troy, hold on. I think we've got a tag on.
Okay, thanks, Rich.
Yeah, I'm Rich Bloom. I'm also on the Yakima Basin Fish Wildlife Recovery Board. And here's a fact that really goes against dam removal. The return of salmon up the Snake is up for the last 3 years. The return of salmon, unfortunately, on the Yakima is down. Now, the purpose of the Yakima Fish Wildlife Recovery Board is to make it go up. And we have lots of projects. We support the Greenway, the improvement of the river up in Yakima, expansion of that greenway area, expansion of the floodplain, all those things are happening on the Yakima. But there are a lot of things that go into this. But the dams, there is something going on, because we have significantly improved the Yakima Basin for the survival of the fish, and taking care of all the blocks of passages on up, and probably the conditions up there over the last 20 years have improved by 10-fold. And so it's not necessarily, a dam is easy to point to, but there's a lot more going on than just dams.
Oh, there's a lady in the back there, Missy? Okay, and then we'll get you next, sir. And while Missy's going back there, remember the link in the video that we presented with regards to dam issues. And so, the dam issues that have been around for a long time. Anyway, remember that as you become more educated on the issue, that there is that link in our in our webpage with regards to state and federal entities that you can express your opinion, and that's very important to do that. So Missy, go ahead, please. Is there
Thank you.
someone back there?
I have much more trivial question. I got this card years ago, Co-op Connections card. Present this card at participating businesses to receive discounts. Does it give me any benefits now?
Go ahead, Troy.
Absolutely not. No, I'm just joking. So yeah, and so that is part of a nationwide program for co-ops all across the country that participate in Touchstone Energy. And so there's a lot of national discounts. We really don't have a lot of local discounts, local businesses. We can add them. So if you got a local business, you want to have a discount to our members, we can add you to that. But there's several discounts, and Alicia, who's actually running this meeting today, did a phenomenal job, is the one that helps manage that program. But there's on our website, I believe there's a link that will take you to a list of those national discounts, stuff as hotels, rental cars, a whole bunch of different stuff. So that is still active, yes.
Okay, good questions. Somebody caught Missy back here, so we'll start there, and she's working her way forward.
Hi, my name is Levi Garcia, and I worked at Ice Harbor Dam for quite a few years.
Okay.
And we never seen any diminished salmon runs since I worked there.
Yeah, it's my understanding with the improvements and the new technologies over the years, as they have improved turbine technology, there's somewhere in the neighborhood of 98% of fish that go through the turbines survive. Next, I believe, is over here. Go ahead, sir.
Along that line with supporting the dams, do we have access, does REA have access to like bumper stickers that we can support hydropower?
Troy, is
or
there...
maybe throw that out as an idea.
Is there anything as far as marketing that's available?
Yeah, there is some stuff out there, and so I have one on my desk, but it's just one. There we go, Save Our Dams. So I can give it to you, sir. No, but, and I know there's more stuff coming. I was just talking to people earlier today. There's a national grassroots effort called, okay, he's bringing you a bumper sticker right now, Trustee Freeponds, but called, that national grassroots effort is called Voices of Cooperative Power. We're going to unveil that, and so basically that will give people an opportunity to engage not only in issues of the dams, but any issue that's related to energy, whether it's at the state level, the federal level. We really want to give you, our members, the power to voice your opinions, whatever they are. That's what our goal is, and so we'll continue to do that. And so as we get more promotional items, we'll share that in the Rural Light, and you can pick them up at our offices, or we'll mail them to you. So.
Good question. Thank you, sir. Next, go ahead, please.
Thank you. I worked many years, or several years, at Lower Monumental on the Snake. I've worked at the projects on the Yakima River. The Snake River dams are excellent hydropower, excellent fish passage projects, and we find that most of our problem with salmon happen to be the sea lion in the lower Columbia River. As now, as you see, the reports are the sea lion are even killing the sturgeon that are below Bonneville Dam. So until somebody gets the sea lion under control, the salmon will have a rough time coming forward. As last report was 43% of the salmon entering the Columbia River were killed by sea lions. So we need to, and the way I look at it, anybody who supports sea lions or wolves need to be called domestic terrorists.
Okay, thank you for your comments, sir. Without a doubt, the dams are a very effective, clean energy resource. Next, please. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. I'm just going to follow on with his comment there. There has been approval to kill the sea lions at Bonneville Dam. Our son is a fish and game officer in Idaho, and he's worked down there to implement that program. So they're already trying to eliminate the sea lions, just so you know.
Okay, thank you very much. Any other questions or comments? Yes, ma'am. The mic's coming to you.
One more to change the subject. Regarding the broadband, he said there were 5 areas they were starting to have interest on. Could we know what those 5 areas are?
Yep, we'll have Matt come back up and help us out with that.
I don't know if I can remember them all off the top of my head now, but it's not interest, it's just place where we have equipment right now. So Flat Top, which is right out here somewhere, some direction. That's one location where we do have some broadband. Our Heilman location has some broadband. Ward Gap, which is near Prosser, there's a couple of access points there, and I think I'm forgetting a couple of other ones. So there's a couple of access points here in Flat Top, a couple at Ward Gap, one at Heilman, and I think there's another one that I'm forgetting. So those are just where we've implemented them. So I mentioned briefly before that the older equipment that we had and that's still in use has a longer range. So it's able to reach out like 6 or 7 miles. So you could have one access point cover, 30 square miles or more if it had a 360-degree range, whereas the new ones are only a mile or mile and a half. So that's only 5 or 6 square miles. So we need 5 or 6 access points for every one that we had before. So that's part of our sticking point right now, as well as because the old equipment was so long range, we could put it on top of hills that didn't have anything close to them because they could reach out to other stuff. But now, because there's nothing close, if we put that new technology on it, it'd be an empty range around it. And so it wouldn't reach any houses. So yeah, we need a lot more access points, and we're trying to find those right now.
Thank you, Matt. And then Matt, just to clarify, I believe the Heilman location that people might be more familiar, isn't that just off of Gibbon Road, that Gibbon Road area off the freeway? Okay. Thank you for that question. Next question, please.
I think there was reference during the video report to a substantial grant from the Department of Agriculture. Could you say a little bit more about the implementation of that grant, the duration of the grant? Also, I'm wondering if it's just a coincidence that this meeting is being held at the home of the Chargers.
It's marketing at its best, right? Chargers, Benton REA. No. So the grant that was referred to there, and it was talked about from the standpoint of our economic development program. So Shannon Olson in my department is our economic development person. And so essentially what that grant was is we got a $300,000 grant, I believe, from USDA, Department of Agriculture, and so we loaned that out at 0% interest to the initial recipient, and then as the payments come back in, it stays with Benton REA and establishes a revolving loan fund. So we have a couple different USDA now revolving loan funds that we can use for economic development. Our goal with that is to leverage some of our local dollars to get that grant money, it's not free money, but grant money, it brought into our community to help spur economic development, bring jobs and a better quality of life with it. So that's specifically how that program works.
Thank you for that question. Any other questions or comments? Oh, over here, Missy. Yes, sir.
Are there any plans to include nuclear in the portfolio?
Well, Benton REA is 100% BPA customer. So whatever BPA has in their mix for hydro, nuclear, natural gas, wind, solar, whatever projects that they have at their disposal through BPA, which is the power marketing agency. We buy 100% of our power through them.
Okay.
Does that answer the question? Any other questions, comments? Any other questions or comments? Last call. Okay, thank you very much. I'll now turn over the podium to Trustee Grow to report on the election results.
I would ask that you please join me in congratulating Mr. Mike Freepons, winner in District 2, and Mr. Bob Evans, winner in District 3. I would also ask that you join me in thanking the members of my election committee, Robert Rose, Haley Thorne, and Daniel Plunge, so I didn't have to take off my socks. Thank you.
Okay, the moment we've all been waiting for. Before I get to our $500 bill credit drawings, we have 5 different $500 bill credits. I did want to announce, so the caterers had a bunch of cookies, and so on your way out, if you didn't win a door prize, you'll get a cookie. So everybody's a winner. So, all right. I'm going to have, so I don't get yelled at, somebody else gets yelled at, I'm going to have our president, Kroll, draw the winners here. Our first winner is Marla Schaub. Marla, congratulations. Our second $500 bill credit winner is Sabrina Hoyle. Sabrina Hoyle. I'm going to give one more time. Sabrina Hoyle, raise your hand or scream or something because you're about ready to lose $500. Okay. All right. We'll go to Andrew Hansen. Andrew, congratulations, Andrew. Okay. See, we got 3 more, I believe, right? Okay. Next one is to Lee Walter. Lee Walter, congratulations. Two more. Second, or our fourth one, Robert McLaughlin, sorry. Robert McLaughlin. Congratulations, Robert. Last $500 bill credit. Okay, we do need to adjourn the meeting, so don't just get up and leave after this. So goes to, this was the last one I put in the thing because I remember it. Sean Davis. Sean Davis. I do know Sean, so that's why I was like, I knew it. Hey, congratulations, Sean. All right, now I'll turn the meeting back over to Connie to adjourn the meeting.
Thanks, Troy. I'd like to thank you all for coming out today to Benton REA's 85th annual meeting. I'd like to conclude our meeting. I'll need a motion to adjourn. I have a motion. Do I have a second? This is like the auction. Yeah, so we have, it's been moved and seconded to adjourn the meeting. All in favor, please vote by holding up your yellow cards. Are there anybody that opposes this motion? All right, all in favor. The motion carries. Thank you for coming out tonight.